Okay, so just like how the volume of a cylinder and volume of a prism was similar, so is the volume of a pyramid. So 1/3, the area of the base times the height, is with the volume of a cone. 1/3, a cone, remember, is a circle on the bottom. So you're going to use the formula for a circle area for the base. So it's going to be pi r squared h. So we still got to write the formula in. So right now this is a square pyramid. So write volume equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Okay, so for this one, the area of the base is 54 times 54. So the area of the base is 54 times 54. The area of the base is 2916. So I'm going to substitute that in. But I need to find the height of the pyramid. So the height of the pyramid makes a 90 with the base. So I don't have the height. So this is the height right here. So the height makes a right triangle with this 45. So I'm going to draw that off to the side. This 45 is the hypotenuse. So I'm going to write 45. This distance right here is halfway across the 54. So this distance right here is 27. So now I have to find the height, which is h squared. So you could do the Pythagorean theorem, but I will do it. The Pythagorean theorem ends up being the height is 36. So in the end, the volume is 1/3 times 2916 times 36. So volume equals 34992 centimeters cubed. And then over here, volume equals 1/3 area of the base. In this one, the area of the base is already given, yards squared. You can tell because the units are yards squared. So this is given, and our height's already given. So this one's easier. So volume equals 1/3 area of the base, which is 400, times the height, which is 36. So 1/3 of 36 is 12. 12 times 400 is 12 times 4, which is 48. So it's 4,800 yards cubed. And then down here, this cone, so I'm going to use the formula, volume equals 1/3 r squared pi h. So volume equals 1/3. Alright, so my radius is this part. I don't have my radius, but I have a triangle right here. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem, and when I do, I get r is 8. So I get that by doing 15 squared plus r squared equals 17 squared. So I get r is 8. So now it's going to be 8 squared pi, and the height, where it makes a 90 with the base, is 15. So if I do this exact, I could do 8 squared is 64. 64 divided by 3 multiplied by 15 is 320, or you could use your calculator for that part. So this is exact. If I want to approximate or round, I'd put that in my calculator. And then the next one, volume equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Volume is 1/3. Again, you have a circle on the bottom, so it's actually 1/3 r squared pi times the height. So my circle, the radius is 5. So I'm going to do 1/3 5 squared pi times my height, which is 24. That makes a 90. So this is 1/3 of 24 is 8. 8 times 25 pi. So think of how many dollars are 25 or 8 quarters. is $4. I mean, $2, sorry. So it's 200 pi is exact centimeters cubed. And then the next one, you do 1/3. It's a circle on the bottom again. R squared pi h. So my R is going to be 3. 1/3 times 3 squared times 2 pi. So square 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. This cancels out to be 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So it's 6 pi feet cubed. And then this one, volume equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So volume equals 1/3 the area of the base is 10 squared. And the height is going to be, draw in this right triangle. This distance right here is 5. So that's 5. And now you have a right triangle. So it's going to be, I'll draw this off to the side. So 5, 13. You would do 5 squared plus h squared, because this is h, equals 13 squared. H is 12 when you solve it. So then I'm going to do 1/3 of 12 is 4. So 4 times 10 squared is 400. And then it's inches cubed.
Mom.
Okay, now here, it's solve for the variable in each figure below. So first, what you need to do is write the formula for the shape. So it's 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So if I know the volume is 1500 equals 1/3, I'm trying to find what x is. X is the height. The b is the area of the base. So if you look right here, this is a square. The area of the base is actually 15 times 15. So the area of the base is 225. So you're solving 1/3 225 times x. You're solving that for x. So what I would do first is do 225 divided by 3, because that's how you do 1/3 of 225. So you have 1500 equals 75x, and divide both by 75, so x is 20 units. In the second one, we're trying to find what r is. So the formula is a cone, so the formula for a cone is 1/3 r squared pi h. So we don't know what r is, but we do know that 6 is the height. Then we do know that 8 pi is the volume. So I do 8 pi equals 1/3 x squared pi times 6. So when I have pi's on each side and it's entirely a multiplication problem, I can divide both by pi so they cancel out. And then I could also do 1/3 of 6 is 2, so I'm going to write this as 1/3 of 6 is 2, so it's 2x squared. Then I divide both sides by 2, so 4 equals x squared. And so I would take the square root. Now normally I would do plus or minus 2, but since we're talking about a distance, it's just going to be 2. So it's 2 units. And the last one is a pyramid again. So it's volume equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height. I know the height's 14. The area of the base is a triangle. This is a right triangle. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So I know I do 1/3 is the area of the base. I'm plugging this in as 1/2. I don't know the height, so I'll do b, or I could do b or h, doesn't matter. 1/3 times 9, or 1/2 times b times 9, and the height is 14. So when I clean this up, I'm going to get this right here. Oh, and I know the volume is 126. Oops, so this is 126. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up. So 1/3 times 1/2 is 1/6 times 9 times 14 times b. The next step I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 6. That gets rid of this. So I'll have 776 equals 9 times 14, which is 126. And then I still have a b left over here. So I divide both sides by 126. And I have to reduce it. So b is, you can do a decimal, or you could reduce this and divide them both by 2. So it's 388 over 63 units. Kind of a weird number.